Your suffering is your powerhouse. The suffering that you perceive means that you are this close to setting yourself free. So the thing about suffering is inevitable. Suffering is part of the human existence. Suffering comes from the belief of separateness. When we forget, which is our agreement to come here to earth, when we forget that we are one with source, we are one with the one infinite creator, we are at our very core abundance. We are infinite abundance and we are unconditional love, meaning your soul, your essence is never ending. Like never, ever, ever ending. Your abundance. So if we just look at money as abundance, it's never ending. That's what's available to you. You could have so much abundance pouring into your life. You could have a love that feels unconditional and accepting. However, we have started to believe through conditioning that we are separate from that love and that abundance, and that it's outside of us. And from that belief, from what we perceive from other people, from what we perceive from our parents, from the people around us, from our, ancestors programming it into our DNA, we then start, getting attachment, and we start creating attachments to these people, these ideas, these concepts, these dynamics, these jobs, these places, these lives, these timelines that give us the idea that when we achieve those things, then we will not be separate from our truth. And so we put everything about us, about our truth, about our essence outside of us. And then that's where we live and we're suffering because we're reaching and reaching and reaching for something that is right here. We can just turn inwards. And so when you perceive that suffering, when you perceive that lack, that, needing for someone, something, that means that you are aware of the program and the pattern, and you are ready to take the next step, which is rewiring. And so when you have the undesired in your consciousness, you can then fire and wire the desired with it. And so in brain retraining, you take the neuron that is of the undesired. You perceive lack. Maybe you have a lot of debt and you perceive the debt. As you perceive the debt, hold on, I have a puppy crying. When you perceive the debt, as soon as you've wrapped your awareness around it, you can then go into the neuron, the thought, the vision, the feelings of that vision, and wire it together. It's the same thing with puppy training. When my puppy is going to do a bad thing, I call him to me and I have him sit and I reward him. I am redirecting and I am telling him the good thing and I am rewarding that. I am reinforcing that that is good. And so we bring forward these good feelings, these high vibrational feelings, and we're teaching our body that that is good, that is desired, that is what we want. And then we are alchemizing this undesired. And so you can have everything that you want because you already are everything that you want. When you go down to the root of the things that you want, you can see that at the root of them, it is that you are desiring abundance, you are desiring love, you are desiring peace. You get peace from coming home. That is your home. That is your truth. Everything else is an illusion. It's part of this human experience. It's what you agreed to. It's the forgetting that you agreed to so that you could have this remembrance of who you truly are. And if you're ready, if you're here right now with me, you're probably ready. For me, I know my soul is like, oh my gosh. Earth, my God, you are intense. You are an intense planet, but it's beautiful, right? We're having fun, right? So, we're going through this big shift on Earth. Shit's hitting the fan. And it's crazy, right? A lot of things that we're perceiving on Earth, it's wild what's happening. The patterns are getting disrupted. The chaos is happening. And chaos births beautiful things. We're moving into the new Earth. We're moving into the 5D. Earth's not going to be so intense anymore because Earth could not survive this intensity. The way that the Earth and the planet has been getting destroyed from this, it's not sustainable. And so, the call was sent out to you, to all the other star seeds, all the others, the beings that could come help the Earth. We came here, we said, okay, we're going to come help. What can I do? What you can do is start to remember your truth. Start to embody your truth and move towards that life that you desire unapologetically, fiercely. Like you have to say, I am going to let go of everything else that is not serving me for my highest good, and I am going to say yes to all the things that I desire. When I decided to move here to Europe, I said, okay, I'm really going for it. Like at that time I was 28, and I was like, I do not want to waste another second living in this timeline that is not for me. One of someone I went to school with who is creating online now. He's doing a really good job at storytelling. He was talking about this concept of, in Japan or something, they'll say, like, if you get on the wrong train, get off at the first stop that you can when you realize you're on the wrong train, because it's going to be more expensive if you get off later and then you have to go, further back the other way. And that concept is very important to mention right now, because the more that you live out of alignment with what you actually want, the more expensive it's going to be, the more you're going to have to decondition, the harder it could be to let go of all the things that you need to let go of in order to go to the timeline that you are meant to be on. So for me, I was like, okay, I maybe missed a few steps. I maybe ignored a few red flags and I stayed a little bit overdue and all these things. However, there were still wonderful things. That's the thing, is like, we can so often toxic relationships too. Like I was just talking to someone about this. It's like, it's very easy to be like, no, I'm grateful. Like the toxic positivity, like that concept. I can see how some people have different opinions about that book, but we can almost like gaslight ourselves into saying like, this is good. Like I was doing this walk every single day in California with my dog, and I was just like, this is good. I like this. I'm grateful. And really my brain was like, get your ass to Italy. But I tried the whole gratitude thing. I tried to ignore my calling, and at one point I just realized, I was like, I have to get rid of everything. That I've been on this train for too long. I've been going the wrong way, and I have to make it lighter and take a step. And the step was buying the ticket. The step was going towards what I truly desire. And, that doesn't mean that I came on this journey and I came to Italy and I got the van, I got the dogs, I got the rescue horses, and I live in this magical place, that it doesn't come with suffering. There's different layers of the shadow work that will, of course, always come up. And so as you meet it there, that is part of the experience. And you then have to just say like, okay, what part of me here has a story other than the truth of what I am, of who I am? What story is playing right now saying that, I'm not infinite abundance or I'm not unconditional love? And looking at that and saying, okay, I hear you. I hear this part of me. I give this part of me a voice, and I meet it with love, but I'm going to show you what love feels like. I'm going to show you what abundance feels like. And then immediately taking that and just going into it and wiring together what you desire, working with the neuroplasticity. And so I love this work. I really, really love this work of deconditioning, of rewiring. It's what gave me my dream life. It's what gave me these adventures that I get to look forward to. I'm going to Ireland in a week. I was going to go to Norway. Ankle still healing, divine intervention. Got to go to Ireland. I've known for a long time. If you guys remember, like a few months ago, I think I've been on the train. Going the wrong way for a little while, which is fine. But also divine intervention kept me here for other reasons. And so I've been trying to be like, okay, when do I get off? But there was a time where I probably could have got off and I didn't. And that's completely fine, because other beautiful things came from that. But at that time I was like, where do I go? I was finding 4-leaf clovers left and right. People were bringing 4-leaf clovers to me. I was like, I think I'm supposed to go to Ireland. But I didn't. And so now, I was going to go to Norway, and I then have this ankle injury. It's been injured for over 4 months now. The MRI showed that there's still a torn ligament. There is a bone bruise, which is what hurts so bad. And there is arthritis. And inflammation and probably also nerve damage. So probably should not be hiking the beautiful mountains of Norway quite yet. I'm gonna go to Flat Ireland, enjoy some time in Flat Ireland, and be around family, go see all the beautiful places there by van, and just see what's next in this beautiful adventure, and get on the next train. And I think that I'm ready for that, and I'm ready to see what comes from that. My astrocartography here in Italy, it is exactly what it has said it would be, which is more of that shadow work and more of that it's not as easy and flowy as I would like it to be. But if you just look at your astrocartography and you just say like, no, this is where I'm going to thrive, this is where I'm going to thrive, but you're being called to another place, you're going to miss some things that you were meant to alchemize and rewire. So when I decided to travel, I also decided to keep my astrocartography in mind. Astrocartography, if you don't know, it's like astrology, but with a map, and it tells you like how you would feel in different places in the world. Aslan, just wait, baby. I'm going to wrap it up real quick. But I said, okay, I have to go to the places I'm being called to. Switzerland was like the same lines as here, pretty much. And it was also this more like hermit, this more introspective, this more like shadow work, challenges. I forget exactly the lines. Maybe some, I don't know if I have Chiron here, but some intense lines. Ireland is like abundance, love, joy. It's Venus line. It's like it's Jupiter, and it's like really dreamy and success. Like there's no negative line. There's a ton of wonderful lines. So I just expect to go there and just be like, I have never gone to a place and not had astrocartography be incorrect. And so like in Bali, I've never had a conflict with this friend that I went to Bali with. And we got there and we, were butting heads. We could not communicate. We could not figure things out. We just ended up like going our separate ways on the trip. We came back to California and we were living together in California. And it was like, it was like a dream. We got back to California and it was like Bali was a dream. And we were just back to normal and we were just like, I'm sorry, I love you. And, she explained why like these certain things came up the way that they did. And I was like, I love you. It's okay. And when I looked at it, we both had Mars lines going through. Mars is the planet of war, and we had some Mercury stuff with communication. And so anyway, I'm excited for Ireland. It's time to get on the train too, even though I'm not, it's just a metaphor. Aslan, it's okay. I'm gonna take the van there with Aslan, Arlo, and Duchess, and it should be a big adventure. We'll leave in a week-ish. It's getting too hot here. It's like 35 next week, which in Fahrenheit I think is like close to 100. It's like 90 to something to 100. Thank you for being here. If you want to sign up for Decondition, I was just transferring it over to my new platform for programs, because this platform, I'm doing like a partnership with them, and also they are great because they allow me to do infinite courses. My other platform I just felt kind of restricted with. I was using Kajabi, if you're a creator and you're interested. So I'm switching over to Pillar, and so I think they'll give me like an affiliate link at some point. Message or comment below if you're interested in signing up for that, and I can ask them what the code is or the link is. And so anyway, I was moving Decondition over there. Aslan, just wait, baby. And I realized that my 3-month last group is about to end soon. So for the rest of this month, I will do a discount again on Decondition. I will take 10 people in this new program, or in this new round, and you have access to me for 3 months. So you have email access to me with any questions that you have as things come up and you're moving through things. You can email me and I will get back to you in like 1 or 2 days and be there to support you. So I invite you to Decondition if you would like to be in that. It's all about deconditioning your mind. It's a 12-week program. It's everything that we're just talking about. I did one of my own meditations. I've never done, like, actually, hold on, Aslan. I'm also looking at a cat that's like about to go right under a goat's legs. Okay, the goats ran away. I've never done one of my own meditations before, but as I was transferring it, like one of the meditations popped up and I was like, oh, I'm meant to do it. And I did it. I was like, oh, this is really nice. Sometimes you get in your own head about your stuff and cringe a little bit, but I did it and I was like, oh, this is powerful stuff. And I was like, I was feeling like the eye movements, and I was like going to higher dimensions. It was really cool. So it's a powerful, powerful program. I'm guiding some people right now who are moving through some really big stuff. They're coming towards the end of the program, and they're really like saying goodbye to their old self and moving into this new timeline and this new identity. So it's a big shift. A lot comes up with that. So I invite you, if you feel called to it, if you have a chronic illness or you know someone with a chronic illness, 21 Days to Regulate, this program called Healed, is my newest program that I'm launching specifically for people dealing with chronic illness, because that is what got me here to this point of understanding these concepts of neuroplasticity. So that is linked below as well. I wanted to make it affordable. I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to hold your hand, because all the other brain retraining programs were so expensive for people that are too sick to work. It's just like too complicated, too much time, and like you're tired, you have neuro symptoms, and you just want to be guided. So I created something for that. My puppy is ready to be released. So I will see you guys in the next video. I also have 21 days to rewire your mind, 21 days to know your divine guidance. And my women's retreat here in October in Italy, if you would like to sign up for that and apply for that. So I will go rescue my little baby, and I will see you in the next video.